My name's Kim, and 9 years ago, I was in a really bad marriage, and I didn't know where to go. I was angry all the time, yelling, completely stressed. I had a son who was going to see the principal at least once a month, and he was in grade 2. My daughter was 2, and she would just cling to me. And my husband had a number of, he wasn't a really good communicator, and sometimes he'd be almost catatonic. Other times he'd be very angry. It was quite horrific. Maybe that's where you are now, in a really bad situation. And if you're like me, you had no idea what to do. You knew desperately in your heart, you know that you want to change, but you don't know what to do because you're terrified of divorce, terrified of the conflict that we expect divorce to be, and the trauma. And my situation eventually got bad enough. One day I just knew, and I mean, before that I tried to make it work, but one day I just knew, and I knew deep in my heart that I didn't want the conflict. I didn't want the trauma. I wanted a situation in which my kids had the best possible relationship with their dad. And I also knew that kids always love their parents no matter what. So I set out in separating to create a new normal that was way more peaceful and respectful, and where my kids could have a really good relationship with their dad. And so I did it, and I'm sharing this with you today to know that you can have that too. Divorce doesn't have to be like learning to drive or following a recipe. You can tailor it to fit you. You can tailor the experience so that your new normal truly is your new normal and not somebody else's. So that's all I'm going to say right now. But I'm going to do some other videos and get into some more detail about what my experience was. And I'm Kim Korven, and I'm working to help people create a new normal.